I'm just explaining that my brain isn't as crazy and unhinged as sometimes is alleged.
Okay. Dawn checked out a special on Fox yesterday, right?
I did. Okay, so this is kind of, I think what they did is they got the jump on Discovery Channel. Discovery, I think Travel and Sci-Fi are all simulcasting a live show tonight for 3 hours hosted by Josh Gates.
Whoa,
about
3 hours?
This report.
Yeah, long.
Okay, Josh Gates is Investigation Discovery. He goes all over the world trying to debunk or find unexplained things, paranormal things, you name it.
Okay.
Huge budget for the show. Really cool guy. But Fox got Harvey Levin from TMZ.
Oh.
It's just an hour show, and you should check it out because I read the 9-page report, and it was very government speak, and I was like, I hate this. It's like being in school again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really kind of like, all right, Kenny and Alexis and I talked about it, and we're like, all right, so what it's saying is blah, 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 blah. So they really break it down. They have people on there who were the former government people who actually leaked the videos of the UFOs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we have a filmmaker who I now, military personnel are taking videos and they're leaking him to this guy. He's amazing. You can go to my Twitter account, Dawn at Dark. I've retweeted some of those videos that this guy leaked.
Great.
And you will see how it is ridiculous that they would ever suggest that this isn't alien technology. It's ridiculous.
Whoa. You're saying alien technology, not even Russia,
no,
China.
that is so dumb. I mean,
right,
can you as a human being sustain falling? Some of these crafts go from 80,000 feet to sea level in a few seconds and then zip off. Our bodies, if you're Russian or Chinese, are not going to be able to handle that.
Where'd you post these videos? Twitter?
Twitter, yeah. Dawn at
All
Dark.
right, let's check that out.
So there's also one that zips around. It has no propulsion. There's no exhaust. It moves in ways that it's not a balloon. Like they say, it could be a weather event or a balloon. They disprove all of that. And they focus on a couple of guys that are really important in this story. There is a guy who used to work for the Pentagon, and he retired after 22 years of service. His name is Lou Alexandro, and he was on a task force to investigate these UFOs. He quit in 2017 after 22 years because he's like, you guys aren't taking me seriously. This is
really?
Yes. And so they basically took his information and they said, we can't talk about that with people, so you need to tone it down. And so he said, see you later. And then they cut his security clearance to the point where he couldn't have access to anything. So he's leaked all of this. There are people, and then the report was done, he revealed, by people in the Pentagon. They set them up to fail because they had people who already had full-time jobs in the Pentagon who are like just 3 guys who have low-level security clearance to make this report. So they don't even have access to the Air Force. They don't even have that access. And so they just threw something together to appease Congress.
Whoa. See, there's funny business going on.
Oh, yeah.
So what you're saying is the show that's airing tonight is really just going to be from the government's point of view?
No, it's going to be another show similar to this.
Okay.
It's 3 hours. They're going to do the same thing, probably.
Alien sleuths breaking this down.
Yeah, this is going to be all kinds of stuff.
Wow, some of this footage is pretty crazy.
It is so amazing. Also, they had this guy who revealed that he was with the Department of Defense. He was an official, and he had a long history with it, and he actually leaked some of these videos. I mean, in 2017, he has a very well-respected family. This guy didn't need to do this. There was no reason he needed to do this, but he felt like the American people needed to know about it.
Is this one spherical object going back and forth like this?
That one's pretty cool. Yeah.
Now, in the other one, there are these 2 red dots in the sky, and
that's
then they
the
get
new one.
closer. are they then tracking those going down, like straight down?
There are ones that actually submerge into the ocean. And they are flying around, zipping around, doing things, and then they go in the ocean. So people are thinking that they live in the ocean somehow.
Oh.
There's also the Coast Guard and the Navy. They talked about how they have footage of like there'll be a fleet of Navy ships and 50 to 100 pyramid shapes of these crafts were surrounding these ships off the coast of San Diego. There are pilots that were on the show that said that they would see these things every day and they're squashed to not talk about it.
I feel like it would benefit all of us. Are they afraid that there's just going to be pandemonium? Like,
yes. And they're claiming that they don't want to reveal this kind of stuff because it will let Russia and China know how they gathered the evidence and into they already know because they do it themselves. They know about radar and tracking and everything. It's not every single person on here who had anything to do with the government said, this is aliens. And they could have just always been here. Maybe they didn't come from outer space. Maybe they were here before we were here.
Right.
And we just don't see them or know where they are.
Steve?
It's so interesting.
I don't
to
know
me.
anything.
I'm sorry to geek out about this so hard.
I think it's very interesting.
But it
very
is like finally.
I've just very recently become interested in this because for the first time in my life, I'm like, I really think this is a thing.
It's
something to consider for real.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's another special on tonight, 3 hours, and that's on Discovery.
Discovery, Sci-Fi Channel.
Travel.
Yeah.